that most requires bread on this planet? Is there another food item that you can say, all right, that requires bread more so than a hot dog? Burger you can do a lettuce wrap with.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't choose it.
No, you're not choosing it.
Other than that, like, bread forward dishes, like a pancake or a French toast requires bread.
Oh, we're not thinking about those.
You know what I mean? Those are in their own
thing.
situation. Yeah. Bruschetta.
What's that?
Like the hard bread with, usually it's like a cheese and tomatoes. It's an Italian dish, an Italian appetizer.
Okay.
It has like an olive tapenade sometimes on it. Tapenade.
Olive what?
Tapenade.
What the hell is that?
They have them at like Olive Garden.
I don't, that's not my family. They don't treat me like family when I'm there.
That's not true. They treat everybody
They
like
do
family.
treat everybody like family.
Don't do them like that.
But I'm basic.
They'll sue you.
Will they?
I don't know.
Okay. What was the song?
Also, like a grilled cheese has to have bread. If they just gave me a heaping of cheese.
You could do grilled cheese with something else.
Could you?
Yes.
What?
No bread.
No bread.
No bread.
That still has the same essence of a grilled cheese.
So, chips. That wouldn't work?
No.
Okay.
That's a nacho. Did you see the comment that said, girl, chips without cheese are not cheeseless nachos. Those are just chips. I'm like, yeah, duh.
Wait, what were we doing?
Song of the day.
Oh. Yeah, song of the day, and I'm still thinking about the whatchamacallit. Song of the day.
Song of the day, Young Forever. Jay-Z and Mr. Hudson, 2009. Samples, forever young, I wanna be forever young.
Okay.
It's not going anywhere.
Oh, it's not?
No.
Okay.
I like that song. I like how they just changed it to Young Forever instead of Forever Young.
Oh, they did?
They did.
Okay. That just dawned on me.
Well, open up your mind. What's up, everybody? It is Tuesday, August 5th. It is going to be a good day. Jessica Benson with you from the Grind City Media Studios in Memphis, Tennessee. CJ Hurt behind the glass. Coming up on today's show, there's crispiness in the air. So we're going to talk some college football. Got the first coaches poll of the upcoming college football season. We got the Athletics yearly freak list. Memphis is represented in both of those things. We'll get into that. Some news and notes from around college football and the NFL. Mike Wallace will join us. He's fresh off of vacation. We'll get his take on John Morant's international tour, the news of De'Aaron Fox's new contract in San Antonio, the Luka Doncic of it all, and other NBA stories that we've missed with him. We'll do a little TV Tuesday, what we are watching, news from the TV world. It's a Tuesday. You know what we say.
Crackers?
With cheese?
Yeah.
For a grilled cheese?
Yeah.
No.
Why? What's wrong with that?
It's not the same.
It is the
also,
same.
technically, a cracker is...
You ready? I've been ready. What are we waiting for?
You've seen the Grizz line jamming on the court and rocking out on Beale Street, and this is your chance to join the best drum line in the NBA. Grizz line entertains Grizz Nation at home games and events in the Mid-South through their impressive techniques and energetic shows. If you have experience in drumming and marching and love entertaining, Grizz line is the perfect opportunity for you to combine percussion and performance. Open auditions are Saturday, August 9th at FedEx Forum. Sign up today by visiting grizzlies.com/auditions.
Let's go, Grizz, let's go! Oh, John Morant just broke the rim with that finish.
Defense, take that ball! Defense, take that ball!
So on Jared with a rejection.
Give me that!
Morant digs at it, knocks it away. Picked up by Pippen. Bob, Brandon Clark.
Ooh, on that rim!
Going through the draft process the first time, they give you the answers to the test. Like, this is what you need to work on. This is what you do well.
They told you.
Yeah, like they tell you.
Here's what,
they
if
tell
you want to get
exactly.
drafted, here's what needs to happen.
Yeah, they tell you. So it's like, If you're not listening, it'll go right over your head. But for me, I made sure to soak up all information and everything possible so I can give myself the best shot.
The Chris Vernon Show, live on weekdays at noon on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
You get to the main event, and you hear the crowd. There's some rumblings in the crowd.
Here we go.
They say, "We want truth."
I love how John Cena said when they were chanting, "We want truth." You can't handle the truth.
There you go.
I loved it.
He takes the knee off, boom. Takes the mask off, boom. And it's our freaking truth. God, man, he cost John Cena the match.
Tune in to Grind City Wrestling weekly on the Grind City Media app and on the Grind City Media YouTube channel.
Look at Mississippi State's schedule. They are not going to be favored in a single SEC game. They are only going to be favored. Their over-under win total is 3.5. They are only going to be favored in 3 games this year. That'll probably be Southern Miss, Alcorn State, and Northern Illinois.
It's at Southern Miss, man. I don't know.
And it's at Southern Miss.
They might not be favored in that.
Right.
one.
You don't know what Brett Favre's done to the athletic department.
They have an awesome arena now.
Right.
The Odds Couple, live at 2 p.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Feels great to feel the sunshine. Gotta own a day like it's all mine. Just got paid in his own time. Been working hard, I've been on the grind. I deserve this feeling, having my way. I've been on this healing. This is my day. The sun's out, let's have a little fun now. I wanna let it all out. That's what it's all about. Cause I deserve this feeling, having my way. I deserve this healing. This is my day.
Grind City Media presents The Jessica Benson Show with CJ Hurt. Live from the Grind City Media studios on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
What's up, everybody? Happy Tuesday. Hope you're off to a great start to your week. CJ, what'd you get into last night?
Nothing.
Yeah, it was nothing.
I watched King of the Hill,
Oh,
the new one.
I had a big time
So-
in our household. Because
Oh.
you know we go through sitcoms really slowly.
Okay.
Because we watch them intermittently with documentaries and sitcoms to work out, depending on if we're in a serious mood or a goofy mood. But we've been back on our Abbott Elementary kick because we've been working our way through it for a long time. We always wait for the full season to come out, and then we end up like a season and a half behind. Anyway, Janine and Gregory finally kissed last night in our household.
Spoiler alert. Where'd they kiss?
In her apartment. He came back. She threw the party.
Okay, the
He
Christmas
left,
episode.
They convinced her.
Yeah.
Was it a Christmas episode?
I thought, what was the party for?
No, it was a end of the school year.
Okay.
End of the school year. Janine threw it at her
Okay.
place. It became a
I
dance
got you.
party. The power went out. Oh, oopsie.
I got you.
Quinta Brunson is a great actress, but she's such a funny writer. It was a really good episode of television. And then it goes into the next school year, and they have to go to HR and tell HR that they're dating. Anyway, we're really behind.
They didn't drag this thing out.
They
And
dragged it out a
appreciate
lot,
that.
and I thought they were going to drag it out one more because they kind of end the episode as if it's going to go another season, and I was a little upset at that point.
What season are we in on this?
4.
Like, come on, man. Like some people don't do the will. They keep the will they won't they until like season 6 or 7.
At least we finally got it.
Yeah.
And then they like start the next season pretending that they broke up, and then he like pops in. He's like, "Just kidding," and they're very happy. And I'm sure there will be problems. They're building a golf course. In West Philly,
that golf
and the
course
like
thing
little
is
white
good.
kid with his parents show up on the first day of school. I'm excited to be back in the Abbott Elementary space.
You know, I forget his name. Everybody hates Chris.
Yes. That's what I call him.
He says, or he said in an interview, I forget with who, he didn't like it. He's fine with it now, but he didn't like them ending up together. So rarely
I think it has
do
to be
we
hard
see-
because they're so good together on the show. I think it would be difficult as an actor when you become tied into one of those kind of couples because people are weird. And like even I found myself yesterday thinking, well, they'd be so cute in real life.
Well, no, that wasn't his thing. His thing was we don't see the friendship between male and female. And so he wanted it to just, they remain friends. They find their people outside of one another and let a true friendship sort of
Sometimes
blossom.
true friendship turns to love.
I don't think that's ever been the case.
Ever?
Ever.
You weren't friends with your wife
No,
before
hell
you
no.
were married?
Hell no. No. She's not my friend now.
Oh,
she
Chris
is
is my
my
best
wife.
friend.
Yeah, get that out of here. I can't believe you do that with your friends, first off. Like, that's the difference.
Get out.
That is the difference. I see you and I think, okay, I'm going to be friends with you. I see her and I think, oh, yeah, give me some of that. Give me some sugar, right? Like, that's the difference. That's a big difference, is it not? That's a huge difference.
Yes, but I think the basis of a friendship makes a romantic partnership even greater. Otherwise, you're just in it for one thing.
Turn up. Let's go.
Wholesomeness.
Wholesomeness.
I meant like the whole. Oh God, now we're.
I'm married.
Get out. I went last night to. This happens to me all the time, and I saw someone make this joke that looking for a WNBA game on a Monday night is like looking for Chick-fil-A on a Sunday. It's closed. You can't get it when you most want it. And I was like, oh, last night would have been perfect to tap into some WNBA action. There were no games last night, so we did watch Abbott Elementary. It did allow me some time to finally really dive into the fact that we get college football at the end of this month, and coupled with that were two things that returned to my life yesterday: poll season and freak season. I love poll season. I love freak season. Actually, I don't love that poll season happens before the season begins. I think the world would be a better place if we did not get AP polls or coaches polls until week 3. But then what would we do? What would we do leading up to the year not knowing?
I want to see
some nonsensical rankings.
If we're getting the freaks list.
Okay.
I want to see the freaks on the poll. I want to see where the freaks at on the poll. So I need the poll to see where the freaks are. And let me tell you this.
That's true.
There are 2 freaks on Ohio State. And that's the only team I saw with multiple freaks on the list. Am I mistaken? Or at least multiple freaks in the top 10 or 15.
In the top 35, South Carolina has multiple freaks. And I was
in the top 15.
Surprised to see South Carolina as high as they were in the coaches poll. So when you have more freaks, it equates to a better team normally. The freakiest athletes in college football. For those who do not obsess over this list every year, Bruce Feldman over at The Athletic comes up with the strongest, fastest, most physical players in all of college football. And this year's number 1 is no surprise. It's Jeremiah Smith, Ohio State. In the words of Bruce Feldman, the best college football player in the nation is also its biggest freak, and he won't turn 20 until after Thanksgiving. He entered college with a ton of hype, backed it up. 76 catches last season for 1,315 yards, 15 touchdowns for the national champions. Part of his unprecedented run in Columbus of elite wide receivers. He is 6'3" and a half. Don't miss the half. 233. He is the biggest, strongest, fastest. His freakish numbers include benching 225 pounds for 20 reps. 225 for 20 reps. He has an 11-foot broad jump, a 38-inch vertical jump, 23.5 miles per hour on the GPS. That's a freak right there.
Turn up. Shout out to all the freaks out there. Yeah, man, I was listening to the Cover 3 podcast because it's football, right? Cover 3, college, media comms,
did you listen to new contributor, Zach Herbstreit?
He wasn't
a new
on,
Nepo baby has entered the chat.
He wasn't on that one that I listened to. Is he going to be on Cover 3? I don't think he's on Cover 3. I think
he's on 3. I'm sorry. Okay. I got my 3s mixed up.
On 3.
That's on me. I just wanted to make a Herbstreit Nepo baby joke. That's on me.
We talked about this. I interacted with that kid a lot one summer at sports camp. I went back to NBA to work a sports camp. Made good money doing that also.
Yeah.
Anyway, and all of the Herbstreit kids were there after Columbus ran them out of town. But yeah, so I was listening to them, and there was a question about the kid we were just talking about from Ohio State. And there's a thought by some that he might get to a point, because his body's still growing, might get to a point where he becomes too big to play wide receiver. And then he becomes a tight end, which is terrifying. Can you imagine that?
No.
At tight end? That type of speed?
No.
Yeah. So, yeah, that he is absolutely a freak.
This is great news, because when I did see that Herbstreit news yesterday, in my head, it did equate to Cover 3, and I was like, how the hell did he already get on? Because Cover 3 chemistry is so good with Chip, with Cannell. Fernelli's been one of my favorite college football writers for forever, and with Bud. So I was like, why on earth do they need a young, non-experienced contributor? It's on 3. Can we stop using the 3s? It's okay. We can use some different numbers even though 3 is my favorite number of all time.
Why is 3 your favorite number?
Because I was number 3 I don't know. It's
Why
just been
were
my.
you number 3?
What's your favorite number?
I don't have one. I'm a regular person. Why were you number 3?
I don't know. 3 was always my sports number, and then it became my favorite number.
You just grab 3 every single year and no rhyme or reason to it?
And then if I wasn't 3, this is random, I was 24, which was still a
divisible
by 3.
Okay.
Times 8.
All right.
No. Yes.
Come on.
Anyway, Memphis has a freak. This was my biggest news.
Memphis has a lot of freaks.
It's true, but they have a freak on the official freaks, which is important.
I love an official
and
freak.
I dove in to Mr. CJ Smith.
Hey.
Great name. He's number 60 on the freaks list. And CJ Smith, wide receiver at Memphis, top 125 recruit who had originally signed with Georgia. He ended up playing last season at Purdue. He started in all 3 of the games he played in, caught 6 passes for 69 yards. But his big thing is that he ran 100 meters in 10.29 seconds. 10.29 seconds. He clocked at 23.11 miles per hour on the GPS. Bench press 315, squatted 445, cleaned 325. He was a track guy, and originally when he was going to go to Georgia, he was going to be a 2-sport athlete. He suffered an injury, ended up having to commit to 1 sport, committed to football, didn't work out at Georgia, goes to Purdue, didn't work out there. Now he's coming to Memphis, but he's insanely fast. We are bringing speed back to the Memphis football program this year, and I, for one, can't wait to watch CJ Smith. Certified freak, 7 days a week. Running fast.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
What's the WAP of football?
Wide ass pads.
There we go.
Come on.
Let's go.
Come on.
Get them wide ass pads out there.
Anyway, Memphis gets a freak. That was exciting on the list. If you want to go through and read all of the various measurables for the freaks on the list.
Was there a freaky thing that stood out the most to you when you were looking at the freaks?
Number 2 on the list is that Alabama offensive tackle, Caden Proctor, and having transferred from Alabama to Iowa, back to Alabama without playing a down for Iowa. He's from Iowa, and so now he's back at Alabama, and he squatted 815 pounds. Casually, benched 535 and power cleaned 405.
What would we do?
He is 6'7", 366 pounds.
What would we do with people like that if there was no football? Like what other
I think
purpose?
he could build something great.
Evolutionarily speaking, what is the purpose of being able to do that without football?
Manual labor.
Okay.
That normal people could not do.
Okay. So he's Paul Bunyan in it.
Essentially,
he
he
could
cut down
whole
trees.
Trees.
Forests.
Squatting 8 something and benching 5 something.
More than that.
Yeah, he's cutting down a whole forest. All right. Okay.
One of the other small school freaks, Toledo, has a tight end named Cece Aziram.
I love a freaky tight end.
Cece Aziram is 6'7", 245 pounds and can hit 22 miles per hour on the radar gun. How do people this big run so fast is the bigger physics question to be asked every year.
What would we do with that person if not for football?
Yeah.
Like why are you that big, able to run that fast for a certain amount of time?
It's like the closest thing we have to superheroes on Earth.
Mutants.
Sure.
Mutants. Genetically engineered or genetically modified mutants is what they are.
Your dad said, join the army.
Well.
Work at FedEx. Weightlifters, truck drivers, stormtroopers, WWE.
We think about options. We think about some of the mythological stories, like Hercules. I wonder, was Hercules really a demigod or just born ahead of his time?
Born
right?
in the wrong time.
Hercules born right now, he'd be defensive lineman at LSU. Right, he'd be defensive end over there. He'd be like, oh my gosh, you see Hercules coming off the edge there?
Honey, you mean Hercules.
Okay.
Ooh, I could make some sweet music. All right, the other thing that came out yesterday, the coaches poll. The AP poll comes out next Monday. Coaches poll, SEC representation, 9 teams. Vanderbilt robbed, not in the coaches poll top 25 preseason. Texas ranked number 1, Georgia next highest at 4, Alabama 8, LSU 9, South Carolina 13, Ole Miss 15, Florida 17, Tennessee 18, and Texas A&M 21. Big Ten with 6 teams, 2 in the top 3 with Ohio State and Penn State. I am glad that we are not even flirting with any false reservations that USC is anywhere close to the top 25 this year. Thank you.
Who's on USC's schedule?
So great question. I know Purdue because I thought about going to the USC Purdue game.
You mentioned that.
I know USC football schedule
because it's
obviously UCLA, Notre Dame for one more year at least. Michigan, we play Michigan. We play you guys at USC. You want to go October 11th?
Do I want to go to USC?
Yeah.
Well, what money? No.
That's magical company money.
Well, if the company's gonna pay,
it's gonna float from the sky.
If the company's gonna pay, I'll go.
And it's gonna be like, you are going to the Coliseum.
I'd love to go to the Coliseum.
Maybe the Grizzlies, when we get the Grizzlies schedule, they'll play. No, that's too early. October 11th. We're still in the preseason. We're hosting the Celtics here at FedEx Forum for the Grizzlies preseason. Only non-power conference team ranked in the top 25 is Boise State at 25. Memphis received votes.
Okay.
They are a receiving vote team, 34 of them, which makes them the 9th most votes outside of the top 25. So they are 34th going into the season. Army is right behind them. They got 33 votes, so they are 35th. And then Tulane got 31 votes. So that's your top 3 representations from the American, no longer the AAC. I heard somebody say we should just call it the A. I'll see if that grows on me throughout the season. But it is cool for Memphis, always being right there. And I was listening to Gabe Kuhn on 92.9 yesterday on my drive home, and he was pointing out, like, not a lot of programs get the benefit of the doubt of being assumed to be as successful as they are assuming Memphis will be in these preseason polls, at least through the coaches poll with this 34th ranking. And I know it's not the top 25, so we don't have to make more out of it than it is, but flirting around the top 25, considering they lost their quarterback, they lost all their receivers, they lost a good chunk of their offensive line, their tight end, running back, 50% of their defensive starters, and yet they're still considered a fringy top 25 team. And that's a testament to where Memphis is at. And there are a lot of teams that don't get that benefit of the doubt or simply aren't built to even pretend like they could be chasing a spot in the top 25 by the end of the year. So I think that is something to be positive about as we look forward into the Memphis football schedule. I saw Devin Walker was out at practice yesterday. They are in the throes of camp. We are counting down to their home opener, season opener, against Chattanooga on August 30th. Take down the evil Chattanooga. But their big game is the game against Arkansas. That's September 20th. I think that's when we'll have a better idea of what this Memphis team is all about.
Oh, you mean Memphis versus Chattanooga, Georgia State, and Troy State aren't going to tell you enough?
It's not my...
I will say, Memphis start 4-0. Memphis, I would think would be in the top 25 just because they beat a SEC team, regardless of what Arkansas is at that point in time. And there will be teams ahead of them who will have losses in those first 4 games. Memphis has expectations. We talked about Memphis expectations in the chat, I think, last week. I think that it's, got to win your conference and get to a playoff.
Yeah.
Now, what you do in the playoffs, I'm not sure how much that matters, but getting to the playoffs, winning your conference, being the best team outside the group of standpoint, I think that's something that Memphis has earned the right to have as an expectation. So long, for so many years, the Memphis Tigers football program felt like sort of an afterthought, and Ryan Silverfield has continued the legacy or tradition even from the 2 coaches prior, from Fuente, from old boy down at Florida State, whose name, there we go. And they're continuing to have winning seasons, bowl-type seasons, and every now and then jump up and have 10-win seasons, beating SEC opponents. Arkansas is at home. It should be a crazy environment at the bank mid-September.
Make it a thing.
I'm doing my best. And they're close to being in the top 25. Right. That Arkansas game will tell us a whole lot about what they are. Anything else stand out, or anybody ranked too high, too low preseason?
I'm just fascinated by that South Carolina team with Lenora Sellers coming back at quarterback this year. Not often are we discussing these days, or at least as in the last few years, South Carolina being the 3rd, 4th ranked SEC team in the preseason coaches poll. Also 9 SEC teams. I mean, I know we're used to it at this point, but that's solid representation.
We've seen South Carolina do this.
Yes.
Where it is, preseason. Did you see the way South Carolina ended the year last year?
The hype is high.
And then they came in to the bowl season and they won the bowl game. They didn't win. They didn't beat Illinois this past year in the bowl season. But I'm thinking back to Jadeveon Clowney's year when he decapitates that Michigan running back and recovers a football and dude's helmet. And it's like, holy hell, South Carolina's going to be good. And then South Carolina falls immediately off of the cliff. I'll need to see South Carolina do it before I believe in them. But, like, Sellers is supposed to be somebody that everybody believes is good. But
they have a freak wide receiver, Nick Harbor, spelled with a Y.
Hey, Nick with a Y?
Nick with a Y. N-Y-C-K.
That's Nike.
Maybe his family really liked. Maybe it is Nike.
Are we saying it wrong?
I don't know.
Nike.
Is it?
That's what I think. Y makes a I sound, doesn't it? I don't know.
It's
Nick.
Thanks.
Okay. I'm calling them Nike.
Okay. You're probably still calling Bajan Bijan.
That I'm saying.
Probably still calling
Bijan.
Tyrod.
They didn't tell us their correct pronunciations until well after the fact. I'm getting ahead of this thing.
Nick Harbor is sitting down on NFL Network preseason camp tour in like 4 years saying, you know what? Everyone's been pronouncing my name wrong. My parents wanted to do something different. It was Nike. I stopped liking to correct people, so I just went with Nick. But now I want to speak my truth and live as the Nike Harbor that I was always meant to live.
Yeah.
His body fat measured at 5%. 6'5", 245.
How many almond shakes does he get?
Maybe 2. He's down in those almond shakes. I got on almond shake TikTok, make your own almond shake at home TikTok last night. And I was like, oh my God, no. We have to stop talking about almond shakes.
No, your phone just has to stop listening to you.
Well, that's not going to happen.
Tell China to get off your phone.
That's not going to happen.
Okay.
All right, we got Mike Wallace. It's been a minute since we've caught up with him. He is back from vacation. We'll talk to him about all the NBA news and notes from the week after we get back from a quick break.
Preseason Box to Row Coaches Poll has come out. Jackson State sits there at number 1. This is the third time in the poll's history that Jackson State has been the preseason number 1 team in the nation. And then Tennessee State being at 5, that really surprised me. Get all of your HBCU sports and culture news by tuning in to HBCU Huddle with CJ Hurt and Mike Wallace. New episodes drop every Thursday on grindcitymedia.com, YouTube, and Spotify.
Have you always dreamed of entertaining on the biggest stage in Memphis? The Claw Crew is looking for members to join their team for the 2025-2026 season. Claw Crew members are hardworking, high-energy entertainers who assist Grizzlies home games by hyping up the crowd and much more. Not only do they support the Grizzlies on home games, but also promote in Memphis and across the Mid-South. Open auditions are Saturday, August 9th at FedEx Forum. Visit grizzlies.com/auditions for more information and to register today.
Kroger shoppers and Grizz fans. Want exclusive last-minute discounted ticket deals texted straight to you? Sign up with the new Kroger Buzzer Beater deal. Fans can sign up by texting Grizz to 636-479 or visit your local Kroger store in the Delta Division and scan the QR code. By signing up, you agree to receive recurring automated promotional and personalized marketing text messages from the Memphis Grizzlies. Consent is not a condition of any purchase. Message frequency varies. Message and data rates may apply.
Sonic Radio. Welcome back to Sonic RNDIO. That spells radio with me, the CIO. This just in, the new Sonic $1.99 menu lets you build a crave-worthy meal for just $1.99 an item. Whether that's a creamy shake, crispy tots, or a quarter-pound double cheeseburger. This just out. Ostriches. They're mean, not very cute, and in my opinion, way too big for a bird. Don't miss the Sonic Fun 99 menu. 5 items, always $1.99. Live free, eat Sonic.
Tax not included. See menu for details.
Speaking of Adidas, are these the Harden 10s?
Yes.
Yeah,
I guess
so.
From what
you guys don't sound too excited.
Nah.
It kind of looks like when you flush the toilet in the water.
Yeah, it's like a whirlpool.
Like
want to be phone positive?
Yeah.
Want to be phone positive? Or artists just making some paint up and they just
looks like phone positive material.
Yeah, or a thumbprint. The Sneak Fest Show, live Tuesdays at 2 p.m. on Grind City Media on X, YouTube, and the official Grind City Media mobile app.
Scotty Scheffler ran away with the Open Championship this weekend. My God, this guy, he's not real. Have we reached the point with Scotty Scheffler where you don't have to care a thing about golf, but you still know there's a dude named Scotty Scheffler who is awesome at it?
He is solidified himself as one of the greats in the sport. At this point, probably of all time.
The Gary Parrish Show, live on weekdays at 10 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
What is the biggest
Summer League accomplishments so far for this Grizzlies team?
Tuomas Isalo filling out his coaching staff. The Ryan Saunders hiring was essential. It was big time. You have a veteran NBA voice there.
Hey, Grizzlies fans, be sure to tune in to Grizzbeat, where the panel and I break down all things Grizzlies and take a look at the rest of the NBA as well. The show is live every Wednesday, 2 p.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Welcome back. It's Tuesday. That means it's time to catch up with Grind City Media's senior editor, Mike Wallace. He's been gone for a minute, but he is back now. Mike, welcome back.
Hey, good to be back. Good to be back. Last time we interacted, we were crossing paths. You were leaving Salt Lake City. I was arriving in Las Vegas, and the Grizzlies were heading knee-deep in the Summer League. And now look at us now, a month removed from that. So it's all good to be back.
I cannot believe it's August 5th, and it's been a month since Summer League began in Salt Lake City. We've gone through all that. We've gone through the NBA offseason for the most part, although we're still getting new deals, including the one that happened in San Antonio yesterday that we'll get into. But most importantly, you just went on an amazing vacation, and I would like to know what the best part of your trip, or the best thing you saw on your trip, and the best thing you ate on your trip that you were just on.
Oh man, so I spent about 10 days and flew over to Paris, then went to Mykonos and then to Athens. And the best thing that I experienced was seeing our friends. We were going over there to help celebrate the 25th anniversary of my wife's best friend and her husband. And so he purchased, or he rented this villa, 11-bedroom villa overlooking the sea, right there in Mykonos, man. And we had a chance to just, stay there. We hired a chef, the housekeeping maids were there all the time. And just having that ceremony on that Sunday where they renewed their vows, overlooking and I still mispronounce it, but the Aegean Sea, right? And it could be right. Aegean. I know we were mispronouncing. Yeah. And so that was the coolest thing. I discovered that my name in Greek is Mikhailis. And so I'm going by Mikhailis from now on as you guys start to pronounce right names. I'm 4 decades, 5 decades into Michael, and I'm going to Mikhailis from now on. So when I get introduce me as Mikhailis Wallace.
Mikhailis. So was the best thing you ate something that the chef made for you in Mykonos?
The best thing that I ate was they called it sea brim, and it was basically a fish. And they measure everything in kilos over there. So it was what they did was they basically caught it 30 minutes before our reservation. And then it was a fish that was big enough to feed our entire party, right? And then they grilled it. And man, it was incredible to see how they did it right beside your table. And obviously all the Greek vegetables, the olives, the Greek salads, the hummus and all of those things are phenomenal. But that fish, that seaside fish that was captured, filleted and grilled right in front of us as part of our reservation. Man, that was the most thrilling thing I've eaten in a long time.
We had one of those in Santorini, and it scared the hell out of us because it's
what I'm talking about. Then.
Yes, so like they bring you the full fish, and then they fillet it in front of you and take it off the bones. But the whole kilo situation. We go to this restaurant, and we knew it was a nicer restaurant. It's called Amati Fish Tavern, and if you're ever in Santorini, it's beautiful, and you can see the sunset from it, and it's right on the water. And we had walked across the entire island of Santorini that day. Like, it's a 7-hour hike. We didn't understand how arduous it was going to be. We took a detour. We finally get to the area where this restaurant is, and there was another hour walk through the city and down this massive flight of stairs that you could choose to take a donkey down, but we were like, we don't need the donkey. And then we wish that we would have gotten on the donkey. Anyway, the menu comes out, and we didn't understand the pricing in kilos. And my friend had recommended the restaurant, and we were like, oh my God, we're about to have to spend like $400 on this meat, which we didn't have, and we were using our money to get there, but it was the per kilos. And so we like under ordered on the amount of fish we were getting because we didn't get the pricing situation. We still laugh about it to this day because it's just one of those things like when you're traveling, you get really overwhelmed because you don't want to mess up and you don't want to end up paying more money than you anticipated because traveling is already expensive. And sometimes, like, you should just ask. We always think if we had just asked in that situation, they probably would have told us, hey, you're going to be okay. This is how much you need, and it's not going to cost you $1 million to eat this fish. But, like, straight out of the water, onto the tray, fillet it up onto your plate was so cool.
Yeah, that was phenomenal, man. And you know, shout out to Chef Giannis. Giannis was our chef.
Oh, Giannis
for the
Antetokounmpo?
time. Yeah, you know what? And here's the thing I learned. Giannis Antetokounmpo misspells his name. That's not the way you spell Giannis in the Greek culture. You don't spell it with a G, you spell it with a Y. So everyone, like, I met like 5 Giannis's in Greece, and all of them was like, man, nah, I don't spell it like the NBA player. He misspells it. So it's kind of funny how that came about. But one quick fact about that trip though that we had. We landed in Mykonos in Athens exactly 3 days after the Jordan Brand party had left. So a lot of our drivers, you know, it was 10 of us. So we had, you know, Sprinter vans and those kind of things. So our limousine service, our driving service had just serviced a lot of the Jordan Brand athletes. So Jalen Hurts was there, Luka Doncic was there, Bam Adebayo, Michael Jordan, you know, all of those guys had just left their summit where they did their media stuff you're seeing come out now. So it was pretty cool to not directly cross paths with those guys, but to hear the stories about how their parties and all of those things went as well.
6 degrees of separation. It feels like a perfect segue because we've been talking a lot about international trips with the Ja Morant Make Them Watch tour with Nike, his first international tour. It has been, by all means, a giant hit as his sneaker will drop later today, the Ja 3. And he went to China, he went to the Philippines. The crowds were incredible. It looked like he was having a great time, having the chance to interact with some of his fans from around the world. What were your main takeaways seeing this opportunity for Ja Morant and what it means for him as he goes into this next season?
You know, seeing Ja happy, seeing him laugh, seeing that infectious smile. We know that when he's committed and he's engaged, that he's a special, unique person, man. I mean, he galvanizes people around him. You know, he loves to do those kind of things. When he's disconnected, that's also obvious as well too. So it's almost, you know, it was good to see him go out globally and understand that his brand absolutely means something just beyond, you know, who he sees around him and who's in front of him at that particular time. And, you know, we had a chance to talk to him briefly in Las Vegas before he went on the trip. And one of the things I asked him off to the side was, you know, what is this trip going to mean for you as a young man that's taking this next step towards, you know, maturity? And he talked about how he never really understood, you know, how somebody across the world knew who he was and how that can happen. And you're talking about a guy that's 5 years in his NBA career. And, you know, I think it started to take another level when he started seeing people in multiple sports do the celebration thing that he did with the covering the ears. And he saw how quickly that resonated. And I think he understands now, or he's starting to understand that he has a moral obligation and responsibility to live up to a certain standard that comes with this, right? Nike has done more for Ja Morant so far than Ja Morant has done for Nike. And I think that needs to start to change a little bit. Nike could have taken any of their athletes on that same world tour, and they would have been able to experience the things that Ja did. But you hope that Ja sees now that you can't come back and take an NBA career, a superstar career, for granted. And I think physically and mature-wise, I think he's going to take the next step this year. This is an immense season for him coming up, and it was great to kick it off with that China tour where he saw how much his character and his image and all of those things resonate globally.
You've been around the sport for a minute now, and I always find this such a fascinating thing, the difference between being a very popular athlete, a celebrity of a professional athlete, and being a true global icon, and global means whatever it means, but just somebody that everybody knows. And I did feel as if this tour was a reminder of Ja's place in the not just NBA stratosphere, but the sports world, the pop culture world, and kind of going off of what you were saying in terms of his celebration being mimicked across all sports. There's kids who want to do it, having the sneaker. What, in your opinion, when you've seen the difference between, you know, someone like LeBron James is tough because he's considered the greatest of all time or one of the greatest of all time if you want to get into the age-old argument. But the difference between someone who is just really popular and someone who takes that next leap and truly becomes icon status.
You know what? That's a great thing because you can't you got to dismiss guys like LeBron James, obviously Michael Jordan, Kevin Durant. Those guys are guys that they were pretty much superstars and global stars from day one. But you can look at a guy like a James Harden, right? James Harden took this same tour, and I believe he was with Adidas all of this time. But he did the China thing a few years back at the peak of his game, and coming off of the relationship with the Kardashian, and his image was everywhere. And it still didn't necessarily resonate, right? Like everybody, like Ja almost has a Steph Curry like ability to resonate with kids because he's not like 6'9", like he's 6'3", right? So he's basically an average height of most guys, and they can see themselves doing some of the things that he's doing because he's not like a Dwight Howard or anything like that. I remember seeing Dwight Howard go international as well too. And as much as he wanted to resonate as the next Superman, people didn't think that it was authentic because he was mimicking a lot of what Shaquille O'Neal did. What Ja Morant has is a unique ability to be himself and to be authentic to who he is. He's not trying to be anybody else. He is who he is. And there's some flaws that comes with that, but there's also a lot of things that people love and embrace about it. I think when we saw the clip of a young man coming out of the stands and Ja saying, wave him on in, let him get by security, that was Ja being Ja. I've seen him do that, when cameras weren't there, right? So, he has that ability to connect. And I think he needs to understand that if he could just stay healthy as much as he can and have, what he needs to do on the court, take his team to the next level, this global icon superstar stuff is waiting for him, and he can have that for the next 10 years if he wants. But he's got to be careful because he's in that middle ground right now. He has a reset. And one of the pieces I'm going to be writing coming up is just how much Ja is at a reset point in his career. He's got a new coach. He's the team is kind of reconfigured around him and Jaren Jackson Jr. And even from a league standpoint, Joe Dumars, the disciplinarian, is now not in the league office anymore. He's with the New Orleans Pelicans. So there's a new administrator who's wiping everything clean with a clean slate in terms of image with Ja as well, too. So, all of these things give him a chance to reset who he is. But most importantly, it's got to be a reset starting within that locker room and around this team. And it's got to resonate on the court more than anything else.
Maybe we could send some edible arrangements to the officiating crews. get some calls on the side next year too. I mean, it is all part of the relationships that get formed, and that's part of the learning and the growth that happens to many a young players coming up through the NBA. One of the big stories yesterday, Mike, was the news that the San Antonio Spurs signed De'Aaron Fox to a 4-year, $229 million contract extension, which keeps him in San Antonio through the 2029-2030 season. Is $60 million a year for De'Aaron Fox surprising to you? Also, given the other players that Spurs team has drafted in the last 2 drafts that kind of flirt with his position and perhaps not needing De'Aaron Fox through 2029, 2030?
Well, they moved on from Chris Paul, so that eliminated one of those guard spots, but they still have 3 or 4 guys that are going to command the ball and command a lot of attention there. And De'Aaron Fox is right there. They just drafted Harper, right? So he's another guy that showed really, really well in Summer League. And then, obviously you have, your Rookie of the Year coming back in Stephon Castle this year. So those are 3 ball-dominant type guards. None of them really play well at shooting guard. They're all ball dominant central, combo guards, and we'll see where that goes. But yes, you're surprised when you see $60 million a year, go to these guys. I remember a time when the NBA salary cap all together was like $86 million, right? When you talked about, maybe, when I first started covering the league. So, to see these numbers now, they're mind boggling. To see, for instance, a WNBA franchise get valuated and sold for $325 million. That's more than what the Grizzlies sold for in the NBA, from that standpoint. So these numbers are it's monopoly money. I've never quite understood it. And it just seems like they're operating in a stratosphere that, is beyond human understanding when it comes to that. To pay De'Aaron Fox that. And then you're talking about by the end of Luka's deal and the start of his next deal, he's going to be $92 million a year. That's just, that's I can never imagine that, man, and from that standpoint. But kudos to the NBA, because you can only pay guys what you're earning and what you're capable of paying. So obviously the market is there. The television revenue and the streaming revenues are right where they need to be. And that kind of thing lifts every team and every player. So if the headline guys are making that, then the mid-level and the veterans minimum guys are going to be making even more as well too. So everyone is lifted up by this economic explosion we're seeing across the league.
Before I let you go, what do you make of the Luka of it all over the last few weeks? We get the new body debut on Men's Health. He signs his extension with the Lakers, as you mentioned. It sets him up for a situation where in a re-sign with the Lakers could be looking at a $500 million contract. And as he was sitting there at his press conference, a lot of people took note that it felt as if it was a transfer of the face of the Lakers. And that's a hard thing to do when LeBron is still on the roster. And I know LeBron James has felt an importance of sort to be a part of the transfer. I imagine that's easier said than done, and he is still there for now. But there is this idea that in the Rob job that the Lakers had of getting Luka from the Mavericks, it was a kind of situation where they were fortunate enough to have a really big name, a really great player who somehow doesn't have an MVP in his list of accolades at this point, but very well could if he is able to achieve what many are believing based on just his body of the last 2 weeks. But just how do you kind of now evaluate, I should say, where the Lakers are at, the weirdness of the LeBron of it all, and the future with Luka?
Well, first, I give credit to Luka Doncic for taking that look in the mirror after he was traded, right? And I still stand behind Dallas's. I don't necessarily agree with the deal that they got back. I'm not going to re-legislate that. But sometimes you get to your maturity and you realize where you are after you already leave a place. Your next stop is usually the stop where, you look yourself in the mirror and you make these adjustments. Luka had to make some changes. And obviously he did make those changes. I don't know if he would have made those same changes had he stayed in Dallas. And Dallas certainly didn't believe that he was going to make those same changes. So when people rail against, Nico Harris and the Mavericks for doing what they did, I look at it like this. They did what they did. They took a bold move. Luka got better because of it, and the Mavericks are in a better position because of it as well, too, by getting the #1 pick and sort of resetting what they wanted to do. Everybody won in that situation. And hopefully Luka can take this and translate it on the court. We've seen him transform his body. His mindset seems to be different. He's in a more determined place. So that's good. Now, here's the other part of it. The Lakers have to be very, very careful about the public aspect of this changing of the guard, because you don't do that on LeBron's watch while he's still there. I also don't believe that LeBron is just sitting back, pissed off about this. He's so orchestrated in terms of how everything goes around him. I think that this is almost part of him doing this. So he can also, if he ever left LA, he has a reason to say, all right, I'm done. Or if he wanted to, show that somebody is giving him an extra motivation at this stage of his career. Hey, they're forgetting about me. They're moving on. But that team will be LeBron James's team until LeBron James decides to leave. They're set up from the front office to do it his way. They're set up from the coaching staff to do it his way. And when he's on the court, if he wants the ball, he's going to have the ball in his hands from that standpoint. So they better figure this out, because this is a one shot or else it's all over type deal. And LeBron has never been in a situation where he's playing on an expiring contract where this is it. There's not even an option or anything. This is it. He opted into this last year, and we'll see where it goes from there. So it's going to be compelling. The Lakers are going to be one of the most compelling stories in the NBA no matter what. And then when you add all of these things in there, it makes it even more interesting. I think they're going to be good. I don't know if they're going to be great, and I don't know if they're going to make it to a top 2 team in the West, but we'll see. It's going to be interesting to see it.
Mike, thanks for joining us. Good to have you back. We'll catch up with you next week.
Absolutely. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it.
That was Mike Wallace. You can always find his latest up at grindcitymedia.com. CJ, I have been watching comments fling around the chat with just a million different songs listed. What is the question being asked in the chat if you're with us live?
In the chat is songs that are universally beloved by everybody.
September.
Well, yes.
Hands down. Have you seen the reactions of the Sabrina Carpenter Earth, Wind & Fire moment from Lollapalooza?
I was unaware Lollapalooza was happening, and I was unaware that those two things
She
combined.
brought them out.
She brought out Which
Earth, Wind, and Fire.
She brought out the current members.
The ones
of
we
Earth-
saw.
The current members
The
of
ones
Earth,
we
Wind, and
saw
Fire.
down at the river a few
Okay.
years ago. They still had it. They put on a great show.
That's not the same group, Jessica. It's the ship of Theseus. How many members of the group have to leave before it's a completely
It's still
different
the same group.
It's still
Does
the
it
same
have the
group.
same name? Do they have the same songs? Is
So
there
what
at
did
least
they-
one
what
left?
song did they do?
September.
They did
And she
September
was
with her?
fun. Yeah.
Oh, so they did September and she was just up there?
And she sang with them.
Okay.
But mostly
Cool.
she was just vibing. Like you could tell she genuinely loves that song because everybody genuinely loves that song,
Yeah.
which is incredible given how much it is played.
I feel like recently September, like last 5 or 6 years, has gotten played a whole
TikTok
bunch.
didn't help.
I think when we started being able to like stream heavily, because going back in the day, you used to have the actual cassette tape, CD, what have you, to be able to play it, and it wasn't being played a whole hell of a lot on radio, even on the old schools stations. So
I saw Antoine said, "Let's get it started," which is not a universally loved song, and
he's
one of the best jokes in Naked Gun involves that song.
he picked the two of the worst Black Eyed Peas songs.
What was the other one?
I mean, it was one of the Fergie ones, not a good Fergie one though. I forget which Fergie one. Antoine, tell us in the chat which Fergie one the song
Okay,
was.
because I think we could be due for a Black Eyed Peas renaissance. I think they could achieve. Why can't I think of the Nickelback? Creed
my
is a perfect
gosh,
example. A
Nickelback
band that is
song.
so maligned and so made fun of that they come back around and you realize they've got some bops.
Yeah, Black Eyed Peas has great songs, just like Nickelback has
My
great
Humps,
songs.
great song.
Like, come on, man, put My Humps in there.
Boom Boom Pow, fine song. Pump It,
Harder,
fine song.
Let's go.
Meet Me Halfway, great song.
All right.
Just Can't Get Enough.
He picked
Shut Up on
Glamorous.
Elefunk.
He picked
Oh,
Glamorous.
Glamorous is a great song.
Glamorous is not
Specifically the
not
acapella version used in Gossip Girl.
Okay, stop it. You listen. We're not doing all these different
Rock
versions.
that body. Come on, rock that body. Come on. Now I'm just reading Black Eyed Peas songs. Where is the Love? It's a song.
Like Black
Justin
Eyed Peas.
Timberlake's on that song.
Black Eyed
He
Peas
could come
is
back.
no-
He can come back from his health issue.
Sure, Black Eyed Peas is no Nickelback, but they've got good songs.
No Nickelback.
They're no Nickelback.
The Time, underrated Black Eyed Peas
Okay.
song. I'm having a good time tonight. I'm telling you that
I know it's not Black Eyed Peas,
had the
but Fergie's
time
in the
of
Black
my
Eyed Peas.
Yeah.
Fergalicious.
Yeah, Fergalicious is great.
I don't know anybody who doesn't like Fergalicious. We're talking about universally beloved song.
Like Fergie has, I think Fergalicious is beloved.
She's got
I
another
think
one.
London Bridge is beloved.
No.
Big Girls Don't Cry is always too sad for me,
Hmm.
but fine. And I like Glamorous. I did not love Clumsy. That was not my favorite. No. But I will keep
We
going
got it.
back to
Baby
my
Got
homes.
Back. That's
oh,
another
yeah, Baby
one.
Got Back.
Baby Got Back.
Universally loved.
Shout out King
That's a good
Meeks.
one.
So
All
if
right,
you want to catch
I'll
up.
go through some of these comments. We'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll talk about some NFL news and notes. Shadur Sanders had media availability yesterday. Had some interesting things to say. We'll get into depth charts because it's unofficial depth chart season, poll season, freak season, unofficial depth chart season. Football is so close. I can taste it. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back after that.
Holla back, girl.
I think it's lost some of its luster.
Oh my goodness.
I think Gwen's lost some of her luster.
Okay.
The whole
Grizzlies fans know it's the team that gives you the edge. Big River Steel does too. And much like the Grizzlies have recruited legendary talent, we want you to be part of our team. Are you ready to be part of something legendary? Then visit www.bigriversteel.com. That's www.bigriversteel.com.
Kroger shoppers and Grizz fans. Want exclusive last-minute discounted ticket deals texted straight to you? Sign up with the new Kroger Buzzer Beater deal. Fans can sign up by texting Grizz to 636-479 or visit your local Kroger store in the Delta Division and scan the QR code. By signing up, you agree to receive recurring automated promotional and personalized marketing text messages from the Memphis Grizzlies. Consent is not a condition of any purchase. Message frequency varies. Message and data rates may apply.
Shinedown. Dance Kid Dance Tour. Live in Memphis. FedEx Forum, Saturday, August 30th. With special guests, Bush, and Morgan Wade. Get tickets now at livenation.com. Shinedown, live in concert. For more, visit shinedown.com.
Coach Thorpe, to his credit, also taught me, like, just simplify your game. Like, it doesn't have to be difficult. You don't have to do all the up and under stuff. Like, he always talks about getting to the second box. My biggest thing is just do what I can to make the right play. It doesn't, if it ends up in a shot, it does. If it ends up in a pass to an assist, it does. Shooting 72% is credit to, I guess the work I put in and my coach is helping me.
The Chris Vernon Show, live on weekdays at noon on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
You get to the main event, and you hear the crowd. There's some rumblings in the crowd.
Here we go.
They say, "We want truth."
I love how John Cena said when they were chanting, "We want truth." You can't handle the truth.
There you go.
I loved it.
He takes the knee off, boom. Takes the mask off, boom. And it's our freaking truth. God, man, he cost John Cena the match.
Tune in to Grind City Wrestling weekly on the Grind City Media app and on the Grind City Media YouTube channel.
Let's check the over-under totals. Alabama, Georgia, and Texas all at 9.5. LSU, Ole Miss, Tennessee at 8.5.
I love Ole Miss over the 8.5. I think Ole Miss can win 9.
But Ole Miss, they're gonna, Ole Miss, they're gonna lose to Arkansas week
But they
3.
could go 9-3. Like Ole Miss winning 10 games
They always
is
pull
always
some
like
crap like that.
Ole Miss winning 10 can seem a bit of a stretch, but they can win 9.
They're gonna lose at Kentucky week 2.
The Odds Couple, live at 2 p.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Preseason Box to Row Coaches Poll has come out. Jackson State sits there at number 1. This is the third time in the poll's history that Jackson State has been the preseason number 1 team in the nation. And then Tennessee State being at 5, that really surprised me. Get all of your HBCU sports and culture news by tuning in to HBCU Huddle with CJ Hurt and Mike Wallace. New episodes drop every Thursday on grindcitymedia.com, YouTube, and Spotify.
Me too. Miss Jessica.
We're going to call it the Miss Jessica Benson Show from now on.
Oh, the Miss Jessica Benson Show?
Yeah.
It's better than Mrs.
Which one is
old.
What's the difference in the two?
Mrs. is married.
Oh, so you're
married.
Mrs. Jessica Benson.
Oh, Miss at least still sounds young.
Okay. But you're not young. Do you understand that?
Yeah, but I'm young at heart.
Okay. Is your heart young?
Did you say I'm not young?
You're
Are
not.
you calling a 33-year-old woman
Yes, I'm
old?
calling you old. Yes. There's nothing wrong with being old. You are old. Get over your old self.
I wouldn't call it old, but I would say I'm not young. I'm
Okay.
somewhere in between.
There is no between young and old. We don't have a word for that
We
in
should
this
do a better
language.
job at that. We have so many words in the language.
Do we?
More importantly, universally loved songs. Just a Friend. Did that make the list?
Which one? Which version?
Oh, baby, you.
Okay, which are we
got
doing?
what
Biz
I- yeah.
Marquee?
Yeah,
Marquee?
who else has one?
Mario.
Oh, I forgot that he sampled that.
So Biz Marquee?
Yeah,
I think
the
so.
OG.
I think so.
Take On Me
Summertime.
by Aha.
We did that one.
Do 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 do. That brings joy.
Jessica wanted us to draft this. If you want to make people furious, go ahead.
You know what song I hate that's on this list that I'm looking at? Eye of the Tiger.
No, that's not a universally
Hate
beloved
that
song.
song.
No,
More Than a Feeling.
I'm unfamiliar.
More than a feeling.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. No, not on the list.
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Unfamiliar.
No, you're not. Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen. I'm just a little silhouette of a man. Valley whoosh, can you
Okay,
hear the
yeah, no.
fandango? Thunderbolts and lightning, very, very frightening. Ooh, Galileo, 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 Galileo.
Galileo what?
I don't know.
Okay.
You know that song.
I've heard it a time or two. No. No. We are the champion. We are the champ. It's universal. Am I not a part of the universe? No. I am. Therefore, no.
No.
We are the champion
Okay,
is a
fine.
better one. We will rock you is a better one.
How about Under Pressure?
No.
How about Ignition?
The first version.
Previously.
The first version, yes.
Not the remix?
I hate the remix.
You hate the remix.
I can't stand the remix to
Okay.
Ignition. Wish it would have stayed in the kitchen.
Hey Ya.
Yeah. We mentioned
Put that
Hey
on
Ya.
that.
Yeah.
Okay. What other ones were mentioned? I can't go back in the chat.
Oh, God.
My heart will go on.
That's
Celine
banger.
Dion. I actually fully agree.
Banger.
That is a universally loved song.
Bye, bye, bye. I want
Okay.
it that way.
Gonna Make Me Lose My Mind is good. Gin and Juice, I think, is pretty universally loved.
I know I like it.
I know I like it.
Fireflies.
No, wrong.
I told him in the
I know.
See,
So
see
I
people?
saw that and
See
I wrote
people? I
hate.
told you she hated Fireflies. She just hates things you love. I don't know why she's that way. Hey, clip it, make it a commercial.
I hate that song.
Genie in a Bottle?
I wanna make my... Ooh, I think so. I love Genie in the Bottle. How about Three Little Birds, Bob Marley?
Unfamiliar.
Three Little Birds. That's not the right song, actually.
Yeah,
that's
unfamiliar.
the other one that I just learned. Never mind.
And so
Too
it has
long
to
of a
be. It has to
conversation.
be.
Oh, Mr. Brightside.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Jessica, you can't say yes when I'm saying
Yeah,
no.
but,
I'm
like,
a part of
sometimes
the
you have bad-
universe.
sometimes you have
no,
iffy
this is
taste.
universally beloved. Even those of us who you think have bad taste, no. Jacob, Mr. Brightside, universally beloved? Like if Mr. Brightside comes on right now, I will stand here and just stare off into space.
My brain finally snapped in. Three Little Birds is the don't worry about
a thing. Yes.
'cause every little thing.
I didn't know that was Three Little Birds.
Right.
Yes,
Yeah.
that one is. Absolutely.
Tub Thumping.
Yes.
I agree.
Tennessee Whiskey, Chris Stapleton.
I think so.
Okay.
But I'd prefer the T-Pain version. How about Bittersweet Symphony?
Yes.
Okay. I can't believe you said no on Mr. Brightside.
No, yes, you can. 1,000 Miles, Vanessa Carlton?
I love that song.
I mean, I think everybody loves that song.
Okay, how do we feel about Uptown Funk?
It's fine. I wouldn't say love. Like if we're sitting
Yeah.
around and it comes on, I don't think we're
I kind
going
of
to
get
be
annoyed at
singing
first,
it.
but then I end up like doing a little bop to it. All Star by Smash Mouth.
Yes. Centuries
agree.
Fallout Boy?
No.
I didn't think so. I said no
Definitely
also.
not.
Yep.
Stevie Wonder, Isn't She Lovely?
Yes.
I
and
think yes.
I don't know if there's a Stevie Wonder, Prince, or Michael Jackson song.
That isn't universally loved.
Yeah. I would be hard pressed to find one. That it's Superstition Stevie Wonder?
At least of their mains.
Yeah, of their main. Superstition Stevie Wonder?
Stevie
Lil
Wonder,
Red-
that entire album is a no skip.
Little Red Corvette Prince? I Want to Be Your Lover Prince?
Yeah.
Bad Thriller Beat It? Michael? Heartbreak Hotel, Michael?
How do we feel about Lionel Richie All Night Long?
He went to Tuskegee. It's cool with me.
Fine, okay.
It's
He
cool.
makes mine. Oh, here's a Hotel California.
Is that the one that goes California?
No, wrong
Which one is that one?
Living it up at the Hotel California. Da 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 da. Wouldn't it be nice, Beach Boys?
Yes.
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 Stamped.
There are
Beatles.
a couple
the
of Beach
Beatles
Boys
have
songs.
a universally loved song. Hey Jude.
No.
All You Need Is Love.
No.
I Want to Hold Your Hand.
No.
God, but you have a complete. I know we have to do universally loved.
Jacob.
But
any one of those universally loved? Chat. Any
I
one of
think
those
so.
universally loved?
Jacob says no.
I don't know what Jacob
Hey
says.
Jude is not universally loved.
Listen, if Hey Jude comes on, we're not going to get up and all sing at the top
Okay,
of our lungs.
Multiple ABBA songs have to make the list. Mamma Mia.
No.
Dancing Queen.
Yes.
Dancing
Queen,
Come
yes.
on.
I think Dancing Queen comes on. We get enough.
We're up. It's a great wedding dance floor starter song.
Yes,
that
we get
and
enough
Whitney
liquor
Houston,
in us. I want to dance with somebody.
Dance with somebody.
Absolutely.
Two
Absolutely.
go-tos.
Right. I'm
Okay.
not getting liquored up enough to stand up and sing any Beatles song. I'm just not.
That's fine. Love and Happiness is a good one.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty universally loved. How about Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons, December 1963? Oh, what a night. Da-na-na-na, 1963. That came on in a restaurant we were on the other day, and like everybody in the restaurant kind of started giving a little head.
Okay.
Head nod.
If that's what's going to happen in a public restaurant, I'm going to say yes. I want to be where that song is being played. I want to do that. I want that so very much in my life. Which restaurant were you at? I need to go to there. Jacob, we got to go. To the song?
I have to
in
recover.
public?
Well,
Oh, boy. Did that restaurant run out of hot dog buns and cheese? It wouldn't have mattered because everybody's vibing to the song with a little head nod. Absolutely good stuff. That's wonderful. You should be blushing. You people think it's me. Y'all think it's me doing these things, and it's not. You see what I'm working with. Y'all see what the hell it is over there. Gosh, good Lord.
I'm crying.
Miss Kim says, whoop, there it is.
I hate that song.
Not going to give a little head nod to that song? No. Okay.
In the Air Tonight's a good one.
Crossroads?
Crossroads is a good one.
Okay. All right. Crossroads. In the Air Tonight. That's the one with the drums that come in? Yeah, see, like that's what makes something universal. Because if that song is being played, everybody, I feel like, is aware of, okay, when the drums come in, we all need to like fake drum something.
Yeah.
I will allow that.
I see whoop that trick in the chat multiple times. It's a specific Memphis. It's not
Memphis.
universal. As much as I wish Memphis was the universe. Lose Yourself is a good one too.
Lose Yourself is.
I think that gets people going.
There's something about songs, because In the Air Tonight does this. Lose Yourself.
Yes.
Whichever song starts off, My Name Is Kid, right? There's something about the songs that build to a crescendo quickly that we rock with.
Okay, I had NFL notes to go through.
No, I want to
Just
keep
real
talking about
quickly.
head nods.
I
I will always love you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Respect. Aretha. No?
I think so.
I think so.
I think so. Like, it's cool with me.
I think there has to be an Aretha song.
Aretha's cool with me. I think
that
she
also
could
came
have.
on in the restaurant. I'm not kidding. They had a great 60s album going. It was like Aretha, Sly and the Family Stone, had some Righteous Brothers.
And everybody was getting a little head nod.
And every time I look up the Righteous Brothers, I'm shocked to be reminded that they're white. It gets me every time.
Well, speaking of Blue Eyed Soul, we mentioned Sarah Smile.
Okay, that's a good song.
Sarah Smile
Yeah.
is one I think that is universally loved. Can't Touch This?
Ice Ice Baby.
They say no to Ice Ice Baby.
Okay, then I say no to Can't Touch This.
Okay. All right.
Woo!
You okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right.
The Colts have Daniel Jones or Anthony Richardson listed as QB1. The Jags have Travis Hunter listed as starting wide receiver and second string cornerback. And then there's the Cleveland Browns, where they have 4 quarterbacks listed.
Wait, when you say number 2 cornerback, so he's a cornerback
Yes.
on the other side.
Yes.
So
correct.
he's a starting
He's
cornerback.
starting wide receiver.
Starting wide receiver.
And he's second string cornerback.
Second string
Yes, so
corner.
second
Okay.
string
So
corner.
nickel corner.
So he's going to start on offense. And yes, nickel
Gotcha.
corner is the presumption. I saw somebody say he's going to play like 80% of the snaps on offense. So that is an intriguing thing about Travis Hunter going
I
into
saw
the season.
somebody else say that there's a thought that it could be matchup dependent, where, okay, if we've got a team where we feel like we need him at wide receiver more than cornerback, we'll play him almost exclusively at wide receiver. And then the next week, if we got a team with multiple receivers and we need him in coverage, we can play him almost exclusively in coverage. Like that will be how they work around having a player as talented as he is, being able to play on both sides of the football.
Luke just sent us a clip of that moment that will live in
can't wait to
infamy
see it.
for the
I
rest
can't
of the
wait to
show's
see it.
history. Anyway, the situation in Cleveland is the stereotypical, if you have multiple quarterbacks, do you really have a quarterback at all? Because they are listed as Joe Flacco, Kenny Pickett, Dylan Gabriel, and then Shedeur Sanders is the 4th quarterback listed on the Browns' unofficial depth chart. They also signed another quarterback yesterday in Tyler Snoop Huntley, and they still have Deshaun Watson, even though they want us to forget about him and don't list him as number 5. Yes, CJ.
Oh, baby, come back.
Baby, come back. On me. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's insane to me. Just declare somebody. There's no fear of these dudes transferring out. This isn't spring practice in college football. Name one of them, the guy, and it's very clear who where they've got Shedeur, because you can tell by who's taking the reps in practice. Flacco and who's the other guy?
Pickett?
They're taking the reps in practice.
Yes.
Those are your top two. What are we doing this goofy-ass game for?
Did you ever think we could still be utilizing the Joe Flacco elite meme that came out, I think, in like 2012,
When they
and it's
won
now
the Super Bowl?
2025?
No. Joe Flacco.
Joe Flacco, is he
credit to him.
elite or is he just inevitable?
And there's an inevitability to it.
He's bad.
The last, who did he get to the playoffs? Who was pretty okay with him was it the Colts?
Yes.
Was it the Colts? Okay, yeah, because an injury popped off and they went out and had to sign him.
That was just last year.
The year before.
He got the Browns the year before. It was the Browns.
Was it the
and
Browns
then he went to the Colts
got
for a year?
Okay, did he get the Browns to the playoffs? He got somebody to the playoffs, I thought. If I recall correctly. I might be
got
misremembering.
A long Wikipedia.
Yeah, of course he does, because he's played for all 32 NFL teams.
Yes, on January 13th, 2024,
Okay.
Flacco made his first playoff start since 2015 against the Texans in the wild card round.
Okay, so like there's
He was the NFL Comeback Player of the Year, and that got him the contract with the Colts for the next year, and now he's back with the Browns.
So there's something there. What exactly, I'm not sure, but there's enough there to say he's not going to ruin us if we put him back there at the starting quarterback position. Is he going to win us games? No, but he's not going to be the reason we lose games. And so, yeah, if that's what you're going to do it, Cleveland. But stop playing this goofy-ass game with these people, man, or with us. Stop treating me. Yeah, play with them. Don't play with your mama. Don't play with me. Don't treat me like I'm stupid. I know what the hell is going on. Flacco's going to start. Ledoux, Pickett is going to be second string, and then they'll dress Dart and Shedeur. What happens with him? I'm not really sure. They don't want to let him go. I don't think.
No, because I think the reports of Shedeur Sanders out of camp have been pretty positive, both from an on-the-field impressive sort of way, and then he had his media availability yesterday, and I listened to the whole thing, and honestly, I was just very impressed. Like, say what you want about Shedeur Sanders, he is saying the right things in that press conference. He has the confidence that he always has, and made a joke about. He was asked what people can expect from him, the difference in a game now that he's NFL level, and he essentially said have you watched me in college? I'm still the same guy. But then he also talked about the growth and treating everybody with respect and care, and he's been very open about perhaps wishing that he had handled the pre-draft process differently. But my favorite answer from yesterday came from a question about him not wanting his dad, Deion Sanders, to necessarily come watch him at camp. And in case this didn't cross your timeline, take a listen to what Shedeur Sanders had to say about that.
I mean, I look at it at my own point of view. I don't want him coming to see me right now because I want to get to where I want to go then for him to see me. I don't want him to come and see me, get a couple reps and, he's cheering like a good dad. Nah, you can't be proud of me right now. I got to get to where I'm going, and I know it's a lot I got to do to get there. So it's kind of I just want everything that I'm doing is just focus on this time, and I don't want no distractions because we know how the media, we know how everybody would take it and take away from the team just from him being my own dad showing up. So, it's a gift and a curse at the same time. Because
one, Shedeur Sanders' understanding of not being at a place where he feels he deserves overt praise from his dad coming and watching him at camp, but I think more importantly, the understanding of the circus that can quickly develop around him at times, and now this act of actively avoiding that. It keeps the focus on the main thing. And we've never had a fifth-round pick like Shedeur Sanders. We've never had a fifth-round pick talked about in the same way as him, and with the familial connection to Coach Prime and with all of the attention garnered during his college career, first at Jackson State and then at Colorado, and now getting to a place where he's, yes, a fifth-round pick, and yes, fourth on the Browns quarterback depth chart, but he's still going to be someone who makes headlines no matter what he does. And I just thought there was a maturity in understanding, I don't need this extra layer of flash when perhaps in years past it would have been the natural inclination to do. I thought there's been some learning there, and it's good for everybody involved because it allows him to just be himself and to go through this preseason process and figure out his place in the Brown system. A Brown system that is a mess, but still, you don't need it to be any more of a mess than what he already has to go through.
Celebration?
No, I hate that song.
You hate Celebration?
Yeah, I hate Celebration. When we play it at the end of games, and I want to love it because the streamers come down. It's like a good feeling to be in here, but I don't like it outside of a sporting event. Super Freak.
Yeah, we said Rick James, Super Freak. Yeah, that's on there.
Crazy in Love.
No, I'm Too Sexy.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
I'm a Survivor.
They say no. I think you can do Say My Name though. No Scrubs? Where are we on No Scrubs?
I think you can do No Scrubs.
And you know there are people who have never heard No Scrubs? There are people who should have heard No Scrubs who never heard No Scrubs. I don't want to say names, but I worked with a couple of guys who had never heard No Scrubs.
I Will Survive.
I think so.
I think so.
I think so.
Did you ever, very niche, there was an early internet video creation of a little alien that would do a disco dance to I Will Survive that got sent on like email chains back in the late 90s. We're talking like early emails, and you would get this link and you would click it, and it wasn't going to ruin your computer, but it would pop up and it was this like little green alien dancing to I Will Survive, and that was my introduction to that song.
Get out of here.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I found that
I was
hard
like
to believe.
7.
Okay.
But at least that's how I remember being,
Gotcha.
and I became obsessed. I wanted to watch it over and over and over again. It had the little disco ball from the ceiling and like the disco floor. And if anybody else got that link back in your life, please let me know that I'm not insane and didn't make it out.
They say Rosa doesn't like Lose Yourself.
How?
I thought that song was made for people who look like Rosa, but I could be wrong. I want to push back just a tad bit on something you said there. You said it in passing, but I think it warrants just a quick mention.
Yes.
It's okay for fathers to be proud of their sons. It's okay for fathers to see their children, their sons and their daughters, right? It's okay for a father to see his child do something minuscule and to go absolutely crazy with joy. Like that's what we want in our fathers, you know. But understanding that if Deion Sanders does that for Shedeur Sanders, they can both understand where Shedeur is on a real depth chart. They can both understand Shedeur is behind all of these people. Shedeur go in there for 5 reps. He makes a great throw. Deion Sanders goes out there and loses his mind watching his son do something like that. Just something real small and minuscule. It leads all of the sports talk shows. Immediately. This, to your point, this isn't a regular 5th round pick. This isn't a regular NFL player. This isn't even a NFL player whose father played in the NFL. Because Prime is so much different than what everybody else is. The showman that Deion Sanders is so much different and larger than what everybody else is. Anything that he does celebrating Shedeur Sanders, which we want our fathers to do with our children, anything he does will be taken way out of context. If this was just a generic 5th round pick and his father was out there losing his mind after a couple of completions that he got at the end of practice, running with the 3rd and 4th team, we would throw it up on ESPN or hit it on social media and be like, look at that proud father right there. Look at him. And we wouldn't think anything of it. Deion Sanders does it, we'll make a whole big to-do about everything that goes on from that point forward. And for Shedeur to understand that, to your point, shows a bit of mental maturity, something that the NFL teams, the owners, felt like he didn't have and why he ended up falling to the 5th round.
And thank you for clarifying on that, because I hate that that's the case for him. Like that's a lesson that had to be learned, because I believe that there should be overwhelming pride and celebration of all of life's. Like, you made it to the NFL. That is something that the majority of players who touch a football field never have the opportunity to do. But people get so weird about the celebration of accomplishments when it comes from perhaps somebody who is as polarizing as a Shedeur Sanders. And like, even when he was giving his comments, he was like, for whatever reason, the people who hate me for whatever reason, you know, I hope to prove them wrong and all that. So anyway, back to the really important conversation. Kelly Clarkson. Do we have a Kelly Clarkson song?
Since you've been gone. If you don't get a little head nod to Since You've Been Gone, I don't know what you're doing. Like, I judge you if you don't like Since You've Been Gone. Since You've Been Gone comes on, the first time that chorus comes on, if you're in an appropriate environment, you're belting that at the top of your lungs.
I agree.
You have to be.
International Players Anthem, universally loved.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, I would agree with that sentiment as well.
Fantasy, Mariah Carey.
Do we know? Here's the thing about universally loved. It has to
Everyone
be
has to know
universally
it.
known
Yeah, it's not
also.
universally known.
Is it not?
No.
Because I think fantasy
I
is
do.
incredible.
We
Somebody
just
in the
sang this
chat.
the other day.
Somebody in the chat mentioned Black Cat, Janet Jackson. Incredible.
Great song.
Incredible. I'm not sure if everybody knows Black Cat. I think people might. I'll say yes on fantasy because I think everybody knows fantasy.
Okay, what are we saying? What are we declaring as everybody knows?
Everybody knows.
Like, I don't think my mom knows fantasy. I think she would have
bet
heard
your
it. I
mom-
think
I
she's
bet your mama
heard
knows
it.
fantasy.
She would have heard it when
Call
I played
her.
it in a car.
We got to go to break. Call her.
It's 7:17 Pacific
She's
Coast time.
up. She's not asleep.
She's asleep.
She's attacking the day with an enthusiasm unbeknownst to mankind. I know my Sharon.
We'll take a break.
Is she really asleep?
Yeah.
She's not an early riser?
No.
Okay.
She is a sleepy head.
Okay.
She had to get up. She had to get up yesterday to babysit a friend's granddaughter. She was like, I am not used to how do you get up this early every day? Oh, Jackson 5 has a good amount of universally loved.
ABC.
Yeah.
Rockin' Robin.
Rockin' Robin.
Rockin' Robin.
Okay. How do we feel about Splish Splash?
Splish Splash. I was taking a bath.
On
No.
a Saturday night.
No.
No?
No.
All right. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back. Come up with some other songs along the way. We'll do TV Tuesday, what we're watching. Big show drops tonight. I'll ask CJ if he'll be watching it after a quick break.
Is Kyra down there, Jacob?
Let's face it, there's a lot of trash talk in basketball, but the great teams let their performance do the talking. Like Ford F-150 with Pro Power on board, a class-exclusive industry-first feature that turns your truck into a mobile generator and leaves the competition speechless. Ford F-150, official truck of the Grizzlies. Greatness starts here at your Mid-South Ford dealer. Class is full-size pickups under 8,500 pounds, GBWR.
Catch us if you can at Southland Casino Hotel and win your share of up to $1.8 million in free play and prizes. Join us for drawings every Saturday in May, June, and July. Each month, over 900 winners will take home free play or drive off in a new car or motorcycle. Be there for all 6 grand finale drawings and try to catch us if you can, only at Southland Casino Hotel. Must be 21 up. Play responsibly. For help quitting, call 800-522-4700.
Speaking of Adidas, are these the Harden 10s?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
I guess so.
From what
You guys don't
speculation-
sound too excited.
Nah.
It kind of looks like when you flush the toilet in the water.
Yeah, it's like a whirlpool.
Like a
You know,
whirlpool.
want to be phone positive.
Yeah. Want to be phone positive.
Or artists just making some paint up and they just
Looks like phone positive material.
Yeah, or a
Yeah,
thumbprint.
like-
The Sneak Fest Show, live Tuesdays at 2 p.m. on Grind City Media on X, YouTube, and the official Grind City Media mobile app.
Scotty Scheffler ran away with the Open Championship this weekend. My God, this guy, he's not real. Have we reached the point with Scotty Scheffler where you don't have to care a thing about golf, but you still know there's a dude named Scotty Scheffler who is awesome at it?
He is solidified himself as one of the greats in the sport. At this point, probably of all time.
The Gary Parrish Show, live on weekdays at 10 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
What is the biggest Summer League accomplishment so far for this Grizzlies team?
Tuomas Isalo filling out his coaching staff. The Ryan Saunders hiring was essential. It was big time. You have a veteran NBA voice there.
Hey, Grizzlies fans, be sure to tune in to Grizzbeat, where the panel and I break down all things Grizzlies and take a look at the rest of the NBA as well. The show is live every Wednesday, 2 p.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Welcome back, welcome back. An official add-on to the list, Proud Mary. Can't believe we hadn't gotten to Proud Mary. Just realized I have mascara underneath my
What
eye.
about Get Low?
I think Get Low's on it.
I know everybody who was young when Get Low came out. Everybody who was like 21-ish and under when Get Low came out. I think all of us rock with it. But I also think everybody who was over 21 rocked with Get Low also. I was talking to a DJ about this very thing maybe last year, where it was, I'm trying to DJ these clubs and these parties, and the older songs still get people going. Everybody's in their own little silos listening to whatever they're listening to. But a song like Wipe Me Down will get everybody on the dance floor. A song like Get Low will get everybody on the dance floor. A song like Back That Ass Up will get everybody on the dance floor in a way that the current music isn't. It doesn't work.
We just had this when we went to that club in Lake Pickwick, the restaurant Freddie T's that they have an actual club area. And we noticed that the songs that got people dancing were our generation songs or a little bit older. And nothing young got people out on the dance floor. And it's such a bizarre, what from current generations is going to stick and fuel dance floors into the future?
Listen, I think...
No, I'm not saying that doesn't exist. I'm just curious what ends up, 20 years from now, what song from the last 5 years...
Last 5 years. Gets
people moving.
So 2020 and...
Yeah. I think Not Like Us will have staying power forever.
What are we doing with WAP?
I don't think it had the...
No?
I never hear that played in a club.
Okay.
Because I frequent a ton of clubs, and I haven't heard WAP. That's where I live. I'm a club rat.
Pick a Glow song. 5 p.m. Friday.
FNF could do it.
FNF? I'm whatever the hell the lyrics are. I can't remember them. But yeah, okay, I got you.
With my ratchet ass friends.
I got that part. I think the ratchet ass friends part is going to get everybody going 10, 15 years from now. Is there a style?
I was going to say a Sabrina Carpenter song, perhaps. Espresso could be a little dancey.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
Some Charlie XCX. But it's not everyone.
Yeah.
I would get up for those.
I'm not. My wife loves the Charlie XCX. I'm not getting out of my seat, no matter what is being thrown and how it's being thrown for Charlie XCX. I'm just going to sit there and drink my drink.
I just don't know if any of these have stayed.
Nokia. You just don't like that album.
That's fine.
No, Nokia is a banger.
That's fine.
Nokia is great. That's great. Outside, I think I'm interested. I'd be curious to know if Outside gets played in clubs, because I'm assuming that it does. I want to know what the reaction is. Because Outside is a song with the beat, and you can pop some things to it, and Cardi B's flowing over it.
Yeah.
It's just a song I think people could get up and move and gyrate to. I'm not sure if it's going to have staying power. I know I enjoy it right now. I'm not sure what it'll be like 15 years from now.
Most played songs of the last 5 years. I don't know if this has any legitimacy, but it says it's on YouTube. No, this cannot be correct. Number 1 is Tones and I Dance Monkey. Dance monkey, dance monkey, dance monkey. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've never heard it, and just from what you're doing, I'm gonna say hell no.
The Weeknd, Save Your Tears.
Okay, no. Are we dancing
Rose
to Weeknd?
And Bruno Mars, APT. That's new. I don't know if that. 7 Rings, Ariana Grande. That was 6 years ago.
Okay, we'll count
Lil
that.
Nas X, Old Town Road, 6 years ago.
Yep.
Billie Eilish, Bad Guy, 6 years ago.
Okay.
Maroon 5, Memories, 5 years ago. Selena Gomez, Calm Down, 2 years ago. No. I'm sure there's some I would not put Lady Gaga, Bruno Mars, Die with a Smile.
No, we're not
Miley
dancing
Cyrus
to
Flowers could get played.
We're not dancing to that.
Like a club beat with I can buy myself
We're not dancing
flowers.
to that.
Speak for yourself.
Okay.
The Dua Lipa song from the Barbie movie. Dance, dance the night away.
Yes. Yes. I'm not getting up to dance to it, but yes.
I would.
Yeah. I think enough people
Silk
would
Sonic, Leave the Door Open. That's
we're not dancing to those.
I know.
Do you people who make these lists understand how we dance?
No.
No, you don't.
Another Dua Lipa, Don't Start Now.
This isn't an 8th grade dance. This isn't freshman
Benson Boone.
Listen, I don't know anything about.
Things that I love.
And Unless you're gonna do backflips, I'm not sure. Hot in here? Miss Kim is on a roll. Hot in here?
Oh, we're back on songs that will be universally loved.
Yes. It's hot in here.
Yeah, Hot in Here is
I think hot in here is
loved.
universally loved. Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah. Yeah. Cut song.
All the Small Things?
Yes.
I think so.
Yes.
How about Sandstorm?
What's that?
It's all beats.
No.
Okay. Steal My Sunshine by Len.
No.
How about the I Like Girls That Wear Abercrombie? Summer Girls, LFO. How about I'm Blue Dabba-Doo-Dabba-Die?
I love that song very, very much.
So
I think
do
I drafted that song in one of our goofy ass drafts once upon
Yes.
a time and made a bunch of people
How about
mad.
99 Problems?
Mention 99 Problems. I think so.
Margaritaville.
I'm Blue. I'm not sure everybody else rocks with I'm Blue.
That's unfortunate.
I'm not sure. And I'm almost certain Jacob asked Kyra if she knows I'm Blue.
I have a good one.
What?
I'll Make a Man Out of You
Yes.
from Mulan.
We can do, and we have talked about it off air, and everybody has had the conversation about, hey, which Disney movie from the Renaissance has the best soundtrack? We can have that conversation.
That's different. I'm talking about a universally loved song.
I think that song might be the most universally beloved
It goes
song
back
in
to
the
your
Disney
theory
Renaissance.
of, like, similar to In the Air Tonight that has the drums. Does it have a moment that gets everybody connected immediately? And let's get down to business to defeat the Huns. You could play that on the dance floor, and I think people would have a good time with it.
Yeah, no. I think that is the most. I think it's more beloved than Just Can't Wait to Be King, Magic Carpet Ride. I think it's more beloved than Beauty and the Beast, than Kiss the Girl, or whatever your favorite Disney song is.
Those are
And
less.
all of
There's
those-
not a
all of
whimsical
those are
nature to
great.
those. They're great songs.
All of those are great.
You know me. I
That
love the
is-
Hercules soundtrack, but
that
I know
is-
not everybody jams with it the way I do.
That Make a Man Out of You.
Yeah.
Like that's the one. That might be the best Disney Renaissance song.
What did we think about YMCA?
I mean,
I don't-
before
Before it was
2023,
hijacked.
I think it was fine.
You took my song.
As he double fist things. Like, what
It's
are you
very
doing?
like Eileen from Seinfeld. Is that
Okay.
her name? I don't even know if that's her. The Julia Louis-Dreyfus character.
I don't know any of the characters in
Seinfeld
Seinfeld.
forms. I mean, either. Except for Seinfeld.
Yeah, him.
And Julia Louis-Dreyfus.
No.
My life would be better if she came back in another comedy at the moment.
Well, she's busy. She's in Marvel. She's in
No.
MCU.
Do comedy instead.
Well, I think that movie she was in was laughable.
Don't Stop Believing?
No.
I had some great things to say in TV Tuesday.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Thank you, chat, for completely derailing what
This
we were
whole
trying to
show.
do.
We'll
I'm
talk
sorry.
about it tomorrow.
Sorry to the listeners
Actually, technically,
who aren't in the chat.
I was going to have to make an amend because I'm watching a documentary, not a docu-series, and documentaries go in Theater Thursday. So I'll just move it on over.
All right.
Save public broadcasting.
I got that.
I think CJ has a
PIP.
meeting. So we'll see everybody every week. Performance improvement plan
Eventually,
continues.
I'm not hitting any of these. Eventually, they got to let me go, don't they?
The performance is improved.
Have they?
Yeah, I check it off every
Okay.
week.
Well, thank you.
We'll see you all tomorrow. It'll be a Wednesday. Who knows what we'll get into. Liberty Wings tonight. The last time they played caused a 40-minute team meeting after the Wings beat the Liberty. So we will see if they make up for it this time around. We'll be back tomorrow on a Wednesday. D'Angelo Williams will join us. We'll see you then. Have a good one. Bye.
Last one before we go.
What is love?
No.
No?
No. That's not on there.
No.